Yo, there's been a huge countdown sale on the 15th of December. I was away, unfortunately, whilst it was on, but I did manage to nab a few things via the Xbox Store on the web. Yeah, I'm pretty pleased with what I got hold of. I think starting from I think it was from Cube Airport actually. Maybe I bought Spider Heck as well, even though it's on Game Pass. I thought, well, it's on offer at the moment, so I might as well grab it because it's a decent game. It's only 9.99 at the moment, so 25%, 20% off anyway. But I just thought, yeah, it's such a cool game. I'm happy to purchase that as well. Um, Cube Airport is looks pretty cool. It's like a puzzler, and I think I've got another game quite similar to this as well. That I have played recently, Cube Farmer maybe or something like that. So I just thought, yeah, it's fairly chilled, cool puzzler. I think what did it say there? It's like £2 or something, £2, yeah. So looks good. I got a load of these Kingdom games. Now these are like sort of tower defense games. So Kingdom New Lands. Now actually, annoyingly, I think there was like a bundle that you could buy, and I missed out on that. I sort of accidentally bought the individual games. I don't know. Oh, maybe I did buy the Kingdom Treasury Collection. Yeah, I did buy it. Okay, all right, that's all right. So I thought there's three games in this bundle. Yeah, there are. There's Kingdom Two Crowns, Kingdom New Lands, and Kingdom Two Crowns Northlands as well. So yeah, there's sort of tower defense games anyway. So that should be pretty cool. So one. So there's the Kingdom Two Crowns, but where's I don't know where the third one is. Maybe it's the other one's a DLC. I got SteamWorld Dig 2. I enjoyed SteamWorld Dig on the Wii. It was okay on the Wii U, sorry, but I thought, well, I might as well, while it's on offer, what was it again? £5, 85 pence, £6. I thought, might as well have a bash. It's a 2D sort of platforming title, and there is SteamWorld something something. I can't remember on Game Pass at the moment. And I thought, well, I might as well get the sort of earlier game in the series before I jump onto that as well. I have played this before, so I have actually got this on the channel, and I really enjoyed it. And it was just coming off Game Pass when I played it, and I thought, well, I'll add it to my wish list, and I'll grab it when it's on sale, which was um, recently. Although maybe that's just come off sale. Yeah, I think that was on the previous sale. So that ended on the 15th. I must have bought that on the 15th. Stray is a game I've got on the PC, but I really fancy playing it on the 4K, like large TV. So, and I can't be bothered. I'm not going to move the PC just for that privilege. So, yeah, it graphically looks fantastic. He plays a cat in this sort of cyberpunk. I don't know so much dystopian, but cyberpunk future where the planet is robots over. Now, I did actually buy another game similar to Sifu. There was two titles on sale one time, so this is £13. But actually, this is the one of the best rated sort of martial arts games on Xbox. So I thought, yeah, I might as well try it out, have a look. Does look pretty cool. I don't think it's too much to get to grips with. I recently played some cool martial arts games and really got into them. Now I never really played Alien Isolation all the way through. I have had a bash of it, but I was umming and ahhing about this whether or not I'd bother. But I just thought, actually, so many people do also think it's one of the best games from the franchise. Almost there, almost like 100% perfect, but some issues with it. Alan Wake 2's out on. It's not on Game Pass actually, but it's out at the moment. I thought that was a little bit more than I was prepared to spend on a title, but it's been years since I've played Alan Wake, so I thought I might as well get the remastered edition while it's on sale, two thirds off, £8. and have a bash through that. And also the other thing was I very nearly bought the DLC for the old game, and actually this remastered edition contains all that DLC. So I thought, oh, there you go. Saves saves me a few pennies. Um, Not a highly rated game, Werewolf the Apocalypse Edition, but good enough to have a bash at anyway. Play as a werewolf. So I imagine a bit of stealth and whatever. Silt's a pretty cool game. It's one of those Limbo-esque games that I think it's really cool. Let's have a look. That's just £6.50 on the store. It's supposed to be beautiful, really, really enthralling, but just not too complicated when it comes to the puzzles and things like that. So yeah, look forward to playing that. Oh, I can't remember what this was about. Beat the clock and be champion in the City of Speed. Oh, okay. So this is a bit of a sort of monochromatic Mirror's Edge in a way. It's sort of parkour speed running, but it's just got this cool art style that I fancied. So I thought I'll have a bash of that, see what it's all about. That's £8, so not a huge discount at the moment. Like what's that, like 10% off type thing? But 20. It says save 20%. So oh yeah, so it's £8 down from 10. Um, Zomborgs, the game, I think I'll play in a second. Which looks pretty cool. Just a bit of a top-down zombie shooter. Why not? This is a bit more of a chilled version of Kerbal Space Program. Now, I was tempted to get KSP on the Xbox, but I just thought, if I've got it on PC, I did this with Stray. I got Stray on Xbox and we got it on PC. But the thing is with KSP is I think it's a lot easier when you've got a mouse and a keyboard to mess around with things. But I got this on Xbox because I don't think it's too demanding with a control scheme. So yeah, it should be good fun. Cinemora X, well, I bought Cinemora on the 360 fairly recently within the last few months, but actually one of the advantages of this, apart from upgraded graphics and whatever, is that it's actually it's local multiplayer. So yeah, that should be pretty cool to have a bash at over Christmas. Yeah, it looks all right. Looks all right to me. Bee Simulator. I thought the reviews were pretty bad on this actually. Maybe not on Xbox, but on Steam. It's 90% off. It's cheap as chips, really, under £2. And some reviews have turned out pretty good. So it's fairly chilled as a game. Maybe it's got some co-op in there. Oh, it looks like it has actually. So I've got shared split screen. Oh, so it's got some local co-op in there as well. Let's just add that to the local multiplayer group. Add that one to the local multiplayer as well. Aces of Luftwaffe. That's a sort of side-scrolling shoot 'em up type thing. Again, that's 90% off, so it's only £1, and looks pretty cool. It has got local multiplayer as well, but I mean, it's not the highest rated one. I seem to have a lot of these shmup things. I do actually seem to have quite a few of these now. And so I'll add this to the. I think I have got a specific genre for that, shmups. And then, I mean, it's not just a regular shmup, though, which is a regular shoot 'em up. It's a side-scrolling shmup, I suppose. I just nabbed Resident Evil while I was at it. It's the Operation Raccoon City. The reviews are pretty good, and yeah, I just thought might as well. So some people saying, "Oh, it's the best one," and it's very demanding and things like that. It's crazy if it's the best one for the 360. And of course, I've got Hogwarts at long last. again, I wasn't going to rush into it while it was pricey, but now it's come down in the sale. I just thought might as well. It's half price, isn't it? So might as well. I had like some Argos voucher and shit, and I was tempted to get it on disc, but actually, the beauty of getting it on disc is, it's probably going to be a single playthrough, so you might as well get it on disc and then trade the disc in. But I couldn't be bothered with the hassle. I try to minimize discs as much as possible, even though I have just bought a couple of Xbox games on discs in the last week as well. Well, what are they? I think those ones are. Oh, annoyingly, I bought one on disc, brand new sealed from the market, um, where the guy was having a bit of a fire sale, and I got it for just 50 pence, but actually it's already on Game Pass. Where is it? What's this? What's that? Um, last used or last. See, why is that saying? Just be giving me a bit. Almost acting like I don't own it because of that exclamation mark, which is a bit odd. Same for that as well. Don't know. I mean, I've only just bought them, so maybe it's yet to like update that thing. Yeah, so the ones that I got recently, I got Condemned. Now, I'm so pleased that it's backwards compatible. I picked that up for £1 maybe off a car boot on Sunday. It looks all right, a bit of a horror game. So not bad for £1. Condemned 2 isn't backwards compatible, annoyingly. And I also got, oh, that's annoying that that's appeared on Game Pass, and I bought that recently, that Clone Drone in the Danger Zone, or whatever. Bleeding Edge as well, but picked that up on disc, but actually, annoyingly, it's on Game Pass as well. So what'll be annoying is if I have to put the disc in to bloody play that title. I don't think I will, because it should have a picture of a disc icon if you need to put the disc in. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, so yeah, quite a few little treats in there. I've just bought Guardians of the Galaxy, even though I've done a full playthrough of that game, and I did think, oh, there's not much playing it. I actually thought it was such an excellent game. I might as well have a copy of that because I wouldn't mind playing that again. And whilst that's currently on sale, um, why not? And it is 30% off, I think it was. Oh, 14.99. So quite a significant saving, 75% off. That saving depends where you're at and whatever. But um, Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy Social Lord outfit, can't be bothered with that. And whatever that DLC is, I'm never really fussed about the aesthetics. But yeah, there's a huge sale on at the moment. If I go into Browser Store, and that's me done. Like I'm just within my budget, like by like 50 pence, which I've been pretty good with since July, setting a monthly cap. Um, so yeah, that's pretty much it for the store. I mean, I was tempted Dead Rising 3, but I've got Dead Rising 4. Sekiro as well. Don't know much about that. That Trepang looked good, but I mean, I'm just gonna sit back. It's an FPS. Alan Wake 2, I think for me, it's still too pricey really for a video game. So wait till that comes down in price. I, I'm not that fussed about it really. Same with Dead Island 2 or whatever. Yeah, I'm not hugely fussed about it at the moment, so I'm not going to rush into it. But the sale is on till the 2nd of January. So if I change my mind, I've got till the 2nd of January really to think about getting those titles. But I think Dead Island 2 is just going to be basically Dead Island 1 with graphics and the same old humor and stuff. But there's a huge sale on at the moment. It's called the Countdown Sale, and like if you sit there, I mean, I didn't have the benefit of being at the Xbox while I was away. So this is quite convenient to just sit here scrolling through it. But the thing is, I've got a spreadsheet to make sure I'm not double buying games on various platforms. There are some games on the Xbox that were on the Wii U, um, or on the PC, whatever. So I just I have to go and cross-reference before I dupe buy stuff. But I do have a lot of games on this list. Some because I've got Game Pass, and some because I've previously purchased them. So like Sea of Thieves, I've purchased previously. Red Dead Redemption 2. It doesn't show up that I own that for some weird reason, but I do. So I don't understand why. Like it says in this bundle. Oh, I own the story mode. What's that then? But then it says I own that. So it doesn't, you know what I mean? It's a bit, you've got to be careful. The Resident Evil stuff is worse because you've got some games that are like a bundle that includes, say, 1, 2, and 3. But then you can buy 1, 2, and 3 separately, but it doesn't say in the bundle like it does down here. Um, those games are in there, so you've got to be careful when you're getting stuff. If you get a lot of games, RoboCop was the one that I was really close to buying actually, but I decided to spend my budget on a few other titles rather than sort of blow a big chunk of it on RoboCop. Um, but I mean, it has got good ratings. Um, I think it's going to be a pretty neat game. Um, I think I'm just going to wait for it to come down in price a bit. I don't think it's going to. There's something that put me off it, and I don't know what it was, but there's something that I thought, you know what, I'm going to give that a little miss. But I honestly, not terrible. Fun game, but not worth 50 quid. Wait for a sale when the bugs ride out. Graphics look good. Gunplay is fun, but there's a lot of tedium that's quite bad. It's more like Camp Robocop 3 film and not dark like the first film. Unfortunately, when the novelty of the gunplay wears off, there's not much else. Terminator was a better game. Yeah, I think that's the thing, is I could see from the gameplay that actually, you know, I, I did like the Robocop movies. Strangely enough, I've been watching them recently, but actually, I think the replayability is going to be quite limited in this title, so I didn't bother. Um, Maybe I'll just do this as a separate thing, as like a what do you call it, like a separate sales video. But it's been 2023 has been a strong year for Xbox gaming for sure. For me, I've um, I've played quite a number of games, and like much more than I've ever previously. But over the last couple of years, I've really picked up on the gaming. Absolutely loved it, and I think it's just time. I've always had a love of video games, but I never really had the time to get involved in video games previously. So it's really nice to be able to just have a bash and enjoy myself. Um, I did get this infographic, if you like, from Xbox about my um, gameplay, and essentially, let me just try and get back to where I'm at. Let's go into desktop mode briefly. I don't think you can hear me now, can you? Yeah, you can. Yeah, so um, in 2023, I've spent 870 hours gaming. That's such a huge amount of time gaming. I mean, what's that? Like 52 weeks in a year. So say 50 weeks in the year. 50s into 800 is 16. So it's about 16 hours a week. It's like a part-time job's worth of gaming every week. Do you know what I mean? Um, it's not including PC, but it's been negligible on PC. But I've tried over 380 games, which, being as most of my games were purchased this year, um, of those that I own, about 1,000. Oh no, it is over 1,000 because I've hidden a load of those. Oh no, I've hidden 27. So um, I've only played about a third of the games I've bought, and most of those games were bought this year as well. So I've got a huge backlog of games to get through. I hit the 100,000 gamer score as well this year, which is pretty cool. I think I started the year off on like 30,000, so two-thirds of my gamer score in 14 years it's taken me to get up to 100,000, if you like, and but two-thirds of that progress was in the last 1 year. Do you know what I mean? That's crazy, really. Oh yeah, it says 60,000 gamer score this year. That's a lot of achievements, 1,800 achievements. I don't know what all that is. But so the majority of my games have come to this are action and adventure, but 14% are simulation, 12% shooters, only 10% racing, and other stuff like the Stanley Parable and odd stuff like that is the other 20%. Although I can't remember if I played the Stanley Parable this year or not. But the game I played most hours on is Daisy, which yeah, that's unexpected. That's expected really, because yeah, I really did hammer Daisy at the beginning of the year. Then what I was surprised about was Microsoft Flight Simulator, 60 hours there, which is a huge amount of time. Just got lost into that. But then sometimes flights are like 8 hours, so that could be me just playing on it, 8 times. You know what I mean? And I've suddenly racked up 60 hours. And then Pure Farming as well, 2018, which I did in a couple of big sessions as well. That surprised me, that title, out of nowhere, really. So did Construction Simulator 2 and 3, and the bus one as well. All titles that I just thought they would be dull. And actually, they were pretty cool. I was pretty pleased with those purchases because they were cheap as chips as well. You know what I mean? That Pure Farming is still on sale at the moment, and I can't recommend it enough, really. Um, where is it? Sort by date acquired. Uh, I think it's like £3 or something. It's really such great value for what it delivers. Now I can't really draw much comparisons to um, construction simulator to the other farming game. Let me just I wonder if it's going to come up in here, sort by last used, maybe. I've been doing some Arcade Paradise, by the way. Just trying to get that, get rid of the laundrette section. If you've ever played Arcade Paradise, you'll know exactly what I'm on about. Get rid of the laundrette and just keep the arcade machines in place. Oh, okay, all right. Let's just sort it by A to Z. C, D, E, F, G. Who's that guy on YouTube? Oh, he's a bit like Veritasium, but older, and he's come up with a new alphabet way of ordering of the alphabet, starting with the most common letters, and he was singing it the other day on like a YouTube short, and I was like, oh my God, I wonder if that will catch on. Makes more sense, doesn't it? So arbitrary the way we have the alphabet. A, B, C, D. Pure Farming. There we go, 2018. And somebody dropped a comment on the video saying like it's amazing how much content there is for such an older title. And I'm like, yeah, I mean, it really is. Oh, okay. Well, that's just come off sale very recently, like yesterday or something, because the last time I looked at that was like a couple of quid. It was next to nothing. It's only 4.5 gigabytes, but it's a superb title. So, I really would say add that to your wish list. Have a glimpse at some of my videos on it. It's a superb title, really. And it really isn't my sort of thing, either farming or Sims, really. But I've just really started to get into Sims, and I'm absolutely loving them. So, yeah, that was a cool title as well. So those are some of the games, anyway. I just thought I'd mention what I've gone for. These are some of the games that I'll be playing shortly, and hopefully it doesn't just acquire. I don't just develop too much of a backlog anyway. Um, So that Terratech, I don't know if I mentioned having purchased that, but that's very much similar to Trailmakers in that you build vehicles and things like that. So I really love Trailmakers. I thought, oh, let's take a look at something that's very similar. That's another sim game, Train Life as well. I don't know what to expect with that. It looks like it could be dull as anything. When I've played train sim games in the past, they have been dull as anything. But who knows? We'll have a look. But yeah, I can't remember the first game I bought this month, but I think, I think probably around about here. So it's been another busy month of purchasing games, and unfortunately, again, another month of acquiring more games than I seem to be getting through. But I will get through that backlog. Oh my God. And then here's the downside. Just the amount of updates when you've got so many games downloaded and installed, the amount of updates just get insane, um, and it does feel a bit like the Xbox is on constantly just updating, and I really don't get why they need so many updates. This Wolong is a fucking update for that every week, basically. I wonder if that's a first party studio because I think I've said this before. I think Microsoft charge first party studio charge studios developers for updates. No, it isn't particularly. Maybe they just get a discount or free updates on Game Pass. I don't know what it is, but yeah, that Wolong is updating every second. Right, I'm gonna actually I was gonna do this all as one video, but being as I've been rabbiting for 26 minutes, I'll do this as a separate vid, and I'll jump on in 1 second, and we'll have a bash in a sec.